Hello, truth seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, today, to create an inward journey, let's investigate on our routine, on our habitual pattern, why we maintain certain patterns, and what's the reason for it. No doubt, certain routine or habits are helping us to maintain certain flow in our lives, which is, about inviting stability. It's about inviting that sense of ease to some extent. So there is support coming from certain routine. Even there's a positive flow coming in, let's investigate further what is the deeper reason behind maintaining our routines. Okay? So, when we wake up in the morning, what's the first thing we do? Brushing our teeth, washing our face, taking a shower. Now, you ask yourself, why is it important to, freshen up early in the morning after waking up? Definitely, cleanliness is good. But still, sit with it for a moment. Ask yourself, why? Why, brushing the teeth, showering is important. We connect with the surface answer right away. But stay with it. You start to see the hidden meaning behind your action, your preference. This simple investigation can help you understand, how your surface meaning is maintained. Now, you can look into that. Now, what's the next thing you do after shower? Maybe having a cup of tea or coffee. Why? Why do you need a cup of tea or coffee? You may say, it will energize me, it will wake me up further, it will stir up my inner engine, it will prepare me for my day. You have answer for your routine, but again, sit with it. Why do I need my coffee? Some of you will say, like, I don't need my coffee. I can go, I can go without the coffee or tea, you might say it. But let's look into our positive approach today. When you're doing it, why are you doing it? Now, sit with it and see what are the layers you can see behind your habitual pattern. Now, after that, what's the next step in your life? Next routine. Maybe go to work, right? You'll do something. So, whatever you are doing next, ask yourself, why? Why am I participating to this routine? And there's the answer again. The reason to maintain your routine is stability, maintaining certain flow, not to go through, struggle, not to be part of the unknown. Routine is comfort. Routine is, that certain flow you're maintaining, certain outcome you're maintaining from your routine. Now, beside your meaningful answer, you still ask, why am I maintaining my routine? and so on, right? There are many things throughout the day you maintain. Now, whatever you are aligned with, you ask. Maybe during the day you want to hang out with your friends and talk about your day. At lunch hour or, in the afternoon, you ask why. Why do I need to see my friends? The reason to see your friend is to talk about the day, to get inspired or to inspire your friends with your new experience. Or you're stuck in your life, so meeting friends and talk about stuff, maybe helping you, understand things. Now you go beyond that, your conceptual, meaning, the answer you have for your routine. What's the really reason behind meeting your friends and talking about stuff? Why is that important? Now what next? What is the next routine in your day? So now you understand what I mean, right? There are lots of routines we have throughout the day. Now we are so automatic to those routines. We don't even need to think about it. We just do it. Those routine has become the second nature in us. We just participate. And there are, routines that is also kind of creating the negative flow in life or deteriorating your life, which we see as a positive routine. So, investigate your routine, your habits. Yes, maintaining your certain habit is again supporting you in a lot of ways. But when it comes to inner freedom, we really have to investigate. We really have to question ourselves in everything that we are attached to. Because the inner freedom is about letting go, not holding on to things. And our routine that we maintain is about holding on to things. See, it's the opposite flow. And investigating on our routine, our habitual pattern, is the way to figure out the root cause of maintaining the routine. And basically your root cause is the attachment, the fear of something. Basically, the ultimate fear is the fear of non-existence, fear of being nobody, or fear of death. Just to avoid the death, we are maintaining the boundaries. We're holding on to certain pattern. So that means the fear is making us do everything that we're doing right now. And does the life has to be that way? No. Do we have to, dominated by the fear? Do we have to listen to the fear? No. We can live our life fearlessly. We can live our life without the inner conflict. And how to make that possible is, again, investigating on the things that we are holding on so tight. Not just the routine that we are maintaining every day, but there are other things that we are holding on tight. You will see that the deeper attachment and fear you see when you investigate on the surface level of your, your routine, your habitual pattern. Your habitual pattern is to maintain your identification, to maintain the identification of me, I, mine. You're, trying to hold on to that world, and that maintaining the identification of me, mine, or I is a long-term conditioning that our environment taught us to, become somebody, be somebody. That was the force, that was the influence. Now, because of that, the I has already been created. The I itself is the ego. And to be free from the mind, to be free from the fear, that I has to be investigated. We got to be part of the self-inquiry practice. What is this I? What is this me, my world? What is this, identification, mine? This me, mine, I is the division we are creating within by denying the truth, the inner truth. And this simple denial is coming from the place of ego-driven approach. And this ego is simply coming from the place of experience. You might not notice it right now, but your ego is built on experience. Whatever you have gone through in your life has left the residue as an idea, positive idea or negative idea, and you have always maintained the positive idea, because the positive idea means happiness, joy, some sort of peace, and rejecting all the negative stuff. So that positivity and repeating that positivity is a denial of the other side of the positivity, which is negativity. And that's how we create a false reality. And the false reality is the ego-driven reality. Our routine that we maintain throughout the day, they are the ego-driven reality. Every routine that we maintain is to maintain the I, is to maintain the I, to represent the I in the upgraded sense, to refine the I, to advance the I, advance me, my world. So every routine is helping to maintain the I, the ego self. And that routine itself is a denial of the nature way of things, which is rejecting the death. trying to maintain the life. Yes, life is, important. So does the death. Death is a part of life. Our life can only move to some extent, and eventually this body gives up. And we have to accept that. Not just accepting the final death, but we have to accept, the death that is happening every day. As the experience that we don't want to experience. There are experiences coming in as to make you flow as the death of the ego. But every time the experience is coming in a negative way, we avoid that. We don't want to accept that. We fight with all our might to maintain the I. And because of maintaining that I, identification is the way to struggle, is the way to hold on to things. And holding on to things is the sign of fear. And fear makes you hold on to things even more. And it becomes a constant battle. It makes you struggle physically, mentally, emotionally, and after that, the deeper entangle, which is a psychological, struggle. Once the mental struggle is created, the mental becomes emotional and go further into a deeper entanglement. So, if you reflect your life, you know that you are entangled already, emotionally and mentally and psychologically. So there's entanglement, there's inner suffering already. And not to suffer, your routine is there, thinking that the routine is going to help you not to suffer, isn't it? Otherwise, why the routine is there in the first place? Why can't you go with whatever is there? But you're not able to do it because of certain identification. Certain things are important in your life. And because of that, there's a routine. So, that's why, we must investigate on everything we are doing. You might only see again the surface layer to maintain a routine, but if you ask and sit with the inquiry, you will see the subtle meaning that is helping you to maintain the routine. Okay? Again, no doubt, routines are good. Brushing your teeth in the morning is good. Why? Because, keeping your gum healthy. Healthy is better than unhealthy. So the same way there are many routines. All of them are healthy. But really need to investigate if you are seeking the inner freedom. Inner freedom needs the dismantling work of the mind, of the meaning that we hold on to. And that's the way to, again, figure out the root cause of our action. Once we see the root, then we have to dismantle the root as well by tracing the root backward. The root is the ingrained belief. We have to dismantle that as well until there is no mind is left. And when we are thorough in dismantling all aspects of our lives, especially the ingrained attachment and belief, And when we are thorough, unbiased in dismantling, when we prepare ourselves there, that's the foundation. And when we ask later, who am I? That who am I is gonna drop all ego in us, drop the fear in us, the fear, the ego, the conflict. Basically the mind drops. Mind and drops means the mind dissolves, and we anchor in the truth of who we are. And after that, life happens from there. Anyway, hope this video makes sense to you to a certain extent. I invite you to investigate your routine. You do have a routine. Investigate, why you're maintaining those routine. Again, don't stop your routine on the the surface layer, surface meaning. Stay with it. Ask yourself why to go all the way back. Okay? Thanks for watching this video. So, take care for now. See you in the next video. Bye.